What's up guys? I'm playing some more Disgaea RPG and today we'll be looking at Emizel. He's due to release on the banner with Sapphire on the 12th of August. So we're going to have a little breakdown of him, a little overview, see if it's any good. And remember guys, if you do enjoy the video, please do hit like and subscribe. And let me know in the comments if you're going to summon for him as well. Not sure if I am yet because I'm saving, but do let me know if you do have any plans to do it yourself. So, Emizel. He is a bow unit. Quite a rare to have bow unit, so it's nice to have a bow unit, but you'll see quite soon that you're probably not going to use him as a bow unit, and I'll explain why. So his stats, first of all, are a bit of a giveaway because his intelligence is his highest attack stat, whereas attack's a bit lower. Defense is very low, I think, borderline worryingly low. But then again, you're going to have a ton of shields, your rank 35 shields no doubt, so you should be able to cover that alright. Attributes, resistances, yeah, fine. Weapon mastery, staff is level 9, so that is a little bit of a giveaway that as well as bow, he can be used as staff, and all of his evil T's as well, mostly his skills, I'll say, mostly his skills and his magic spells do lean towards him being more of a staff user, but you can use him as a bow as well. But straight off the bat here, you'll see that his NE5, his NE7 are bow and staff wielding allies, so that is also the giveaway. But anyway, his evil T's, we'll go from start and then we'll look at skills, spells, look how they all interact with each other, and then we'll look at other users that he can combo with, such as like a Tired Rosalind, Bunny Seraphina, Pure Sicily, etc, etc. So his main ability, for himself, area of effect damage dealt plus 50%. Now when you hear that for a bow user, that is perfect because doppelganger, but also for intelligence based units, also great because of the Mega Fire, Mega Ice, all them ones, but also for his skills as well, which we'll see in a minute, that does work well for them too. NE1, Pain Absorb. Similar to Tyrant Valvatores, for himself, healed by 15% if an enemy is down when a turn ends, so just kill an enemy, end of turn, 15% heal, lovely jubbly. Probably going to need that because of his defense is so low, especially if you are going into stages where he's going to take some attack based damage over intelligence based damage, and I do think that is his main weakness is his defense, so that's something we do need to keep an eye on. Yeah, I did say I think we should nurse it. I think it is probably right, but if you're using him correctly and depending what stages you're using him on, you should be okay really defensive wise. I won't worry too much about it, but it is just something to be aware of. NE5, Death Magic. Bow and staff wielding allies, damage dealt plus 15%. Brilliant. We like some damage dealt. 15%, nice buff. NE7, all focus. Again, bow and staff wielding allies, SP cost minus 9%. Doesn't sound like a big discount really to SP, but it is for all allies, and it does go across 2 different weapon fortes, so I won't say I'm underwhelmed by it, but 9% is quite low, but we can forgive that because it does cover quite a broad base of the units in the game. So his skills. Now first thing to take note of here is when I said he should be used as mostly a staff user is because that all his skill moves are intelligence based. Save magic spells, obviously all intelligence based, so you can use him as a bow user, but I think he'd be wasted. You've got plenty of other units that you can just use doppelgangers on, but for Emizel, I would probably build him as a staff user for this reason. So his first skill, Soul Reaper, cheap single attack, but it also bestows the Forgot effect on the enemy, which is a nice little side effect there. So I'm always happy with little side effects, especially on the cheap moves. His level 200 move, Grim Spectre. This is his first area of effect attack. Cheap to mid cost, 40 down to 35. Also has the added debuff on the enemy of their intelligence minus 10%, which I think is pretty good because if you do have a bow team with say like Doppelganger or Zielgren, they debuff the enemy's attack by 10%, I believe they are, it's 10%. And then if Emizel's on the bow team, he can reduce the enemy's intelligence as well by 10%, so that's quite good as well. His any free move that he learns, Delta of Death, it's a pretty cool name. Another air effect attack. This one is his only star move, but because it is 90 to 85 cost, it is a little expensive. It is an area effect attack as well, and it does also debuff the enemy's intelligence by 12%, but it is a bit expensive. I mean, even with his 9% SP cost, you're still looking at close to 80, so it's still fairly high costing. And then we get down to his magic spells. A huge list of magic spells. Stun for paralysis, speed boost, mega fire, mega ice, mega wind, mega speed boost, and poison. So really great variety there. So if you didn't build him as a staff user, I think he's definitely going to be wasted really. So he can learn all the elemental moves. So any different sort of battle you're going into, any sort of boss battle, overlord trials, all those sort of things that have the different attribute effects, different attribute weaknesses that enemies have, he can deal all of them. But as I said, the star one is a little bit more expensive, so if you are going to say the overlord tower ones where the enemy is weak to star, you're going to have a little bit of time, maybe a couple of turns to build it up just to get that, but he does have all different elementals there for him. No Braveheart or Mega Braveheart, unfortunately, but they can't give it to everyone, and what he does have is a great variety of spells, so I'm pretty happy with what he's got in his arsenal. So just have a look at his abilities again. Let's have a look at how they're going to combo. So we know that most of his skills there, 2 of his skills, and his 3 attack spells are all air effect attacks, so they all link perfectly with his main ability of AoE damage dealt plus 50%. The thing with that one is if you do build a bow or staff, if you build Emizel as a staff, you build in a hybrid team, you've got a Tired Rosalind, whose NE1 buffs all allies AoE damage dealt plus 15%, so that on top of Emizel's 50% already, he's up to 65. Bunny Seraphina gives him the buff of her main ability of all stats except speed plus 11%. If you just put a pair of shoes on him, he's going to get that intelligence plus 13% boost. Again, you wouldn't probably see that bow wielding allies damage dealt by skills because he'll be a staff. Virunga can combo quite nicely with him, but that's only if you build him as a bow user, which I don't think you'll do because, as I've said, and I'll keep saying it, he'll be wasted as a bow user, I feel. And then we go and look at what can staff members give you, what can Pure Sicily and Dark Artina offer him. Since you're going to build him as a staff user, well, I will if I pull him, I will build him as a star user. Intelligence plus 13%, and defense as well from Pure Sicily's main one. Going to also turn his normal attacks into intelligence based ones. Perfect. SP plus 7 when Pure Sicily's turn begins, which would be good for his higher cost and area of effect attack, as well as her damage dealt by skills plus 13%. Amazing. Dark Artina also has that all allies intelligence plus 16% when the battle begins. Staff users area of effect damage dealt plus 15%, so more area effect damage there for him, which is perfect for Emizel. And of course her first 2 abilities, which also boost intelligence. First one by 16%, and then that second one, if Emizel was to go directly after her, plus 40%. Probably not going to use Emizel directly after Artina. You can use probably your biggest hitter, which probably will not be Emizel. I mean, unless you're unlucky enough that he is your strongest user, but I doubt it. So I think overall I'm actually really happy with Emizel. He's a pretty good addition. Tier list wise, I don't talk about tier lists very often, but I wouldn't say he's skyrocketed high. He's going to be a very high B tier list unit, probably. I'd say maybe if he's lucky a low A, but I'm thinking more B++, that sort of area. But as a secondary unit on a bow staff team, he'd be perfect for that. Because definitely do not forget that he's, no pun intended, but yeah, do not forget that he does have the forget effect himself. He also has the paralysis, and he can also poison the enemy once he gets his weapon mastery on stuff up high enough. So there you have it, guys. That is Emizel. I hope you enjoyed that. Remember, if you did enjoy the video, please do hit like and subscribe. I will probably release this at the same time as Sapphire, and I will try to put each video's description in the other video so you can access that one easily as well. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon.